I'm here to kick ass into bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
Welcome to the Hurricane coverage of Fury Warriors for the PTR patch 4.0. As a result of this being on the PTR, obviously this isn't the Word of God, so some things are going to change. But there are some amazing things coming down the pipe for Fury Warriors, and it's pretty exciting. Some of the things you want to look at right off the bat are the UI changes that you're going to see. Instant cast slams are back in the game again, where you are going to get Blood Surge, and if you notice, when we get Blood Surge, you're going to see a Power Auras type effect right around my warrior that shows like a kind of like blood on the sides or whatever, and that's kind of your way of saying, hey, you got an instant cast slam, use it. Another thing that's great for you guys who get tunnel vision, and it happens, try to avoid it, but it happens. The ability lights up, and if you look down on my toolbar, you'll see that every time Blood Surge procs, not only do you get the Power Auras effect, but you also get a big golden light that says, screams, hey, push me. So there it is. Another ability that they also brought in here, and this is a new ability for Fury Warriors, is Raging Blows. Now, Raging Blows is awesome, right? It deals 125% of weapon damage from both weapons. It can only be used while enraged, and if you notice, the enrage doesn't happen all the time, probably a little less than it happened before, but and it does have a 6-second cooldown. This hits pretty friggin' hard, and it's another one. It glows. As soon as it's ready to go, bam, it glows. So you can't miss it, and you should never miss the opportunity to use it, because it hits hard. Alright? Another thing that you'll notice as a change is Heroic Strike. Heroic Strike is no longer on the swing timer. It's an instant cast ability. It is 30 rage right now to cast it with the way the spec is done. The way I spec. And I'm going to be playing around with the spec more and more as time goes on. But it's a rage dump. You will not be spamming Heroic Strike in Cataclysm. You'll notice I try to use it when my rage is relatively full, and you will get rage quickly. So there'll be plenty of opportunity to use it, and there'll be times when you're not getting your Raging Blow or your Blood Surge procs, and you're going to have Bloodthirst and Whirlwind on cooldown. So, hey, great time to dump some of your rage into Heroic Strike. So try to keep that low. I mean, Warrior's no good. You got 100% rage. Get rid of some of it. Especially since you put it in Heroic Strike and it doesn't share a cooldown with your other stuff. It does have, I believe, a 6-second cooldown now, so you can't spam it exactly. So, use it wisely. You're going to have to pay attention. You're going to have to watch. It's going to be a little bit more challenging than it was in Wrath to go through your DPS priority list, so to speak, but not much more difficult. Now, my damage doesn't look impressive right now. That's largely because when I brought my copy of my character over, my ARP gems were changed to critical strike gems. So all my damage went to total crap. So don't judge the damage that you're seeing here as what we're going to do in the future. I think when we ran this through Recount, I was doing about 4.6 K DPS, which is really kind of subpar, but, like I said, gems. They should probably be all strength gems at this point. I haven't played around with it. So, more to come. But this gives you a good idea of what you can expect here in the future for Fury Warriors. Some of the other abilities that were in the tree, things I hadn't really talked about too much, there are some really cool PvP talents. The things that I would think that were PvP talents. Increased damage on a shield bash and a pummel. This was also, I think this was in the Fury tree if I remember correctly. And there's some other things like, returned healing when you're critically striked or get a critical strike against you. Things like that. So they kind of scream PvP, but as with many of the talents that talent trees I'm starting to see in Cataclysm, is that much of your PvE talent tree and your PvP talent tree are going to be the same. There would be a couple of talents, like there was 2 talents in the Fury tree that I didn't take. So, here it is. Take a look at the rest of the video. Just kind of watch and pay attention to the UI stuff, and hope you enjoy the rest of it. I hope this has been informative and helpful. Alright, thank you for watching our coverage of Fury Warriors, and we hope to have some more videos out to you.